All right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Reborn. I'm trying out something new this episode. Let me know how you guys think. In the past, I have been recording these episodes in a double wide canvas. So I would have my face cam on one side, I'd have the game on the other side, and then I'd just edit my face cam on top of the game. It makes it so it's easier if I want to move my face cam around, I can. But I want to try out if I just have it all in the same thing, not be able to move my face cam around. So as always, I like to use you guys for testing. Let me know how you feel about this. Is my face cam too big? Is it too small? Am I blocking something? I don't think so, because I normally put my face cam over here. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, for the game, it's been a while since I've played Pokemon Reborn. I just got back from a 10-day vacation, and so I haven't played this game for 10 whole days, and I'm still here in the void in the stars. I'm really excited to get out of here. I remember I stopped right here because I wasn't sure. Is there going to be more? Am I going to, once I'm done with this part, be able to get out of here? I will say that from the last time that you guys saw me, I've been very good at not interacting with Pokemon Reborn at all, except one thing that I looked up. I needed to know who Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway was. I feel like if I just call her that, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about, but I needed to know who she was, because I had a feeling that I knew, but I wasn't 100% sure. And so I looked it up, and I was correct. She is Radimus's, I don't remember, wife, girlfriend, some sort of lover in general. I am happy about that I did know that. I did figure that out. It was questionable because she's telling me this story about meteors falling and people wishing on a shooting star, and then Radimus comes and says something about, like, you could have been a meteorite, and then we start talking to Gardevoir, who's like, I know that my feelings are not really my so much happens in here. Let's see what more can happen. Hey guys. Okay. So that's why I saw a sprite with you beheaded. I was wondering when we were going to get that in game. It's been like 30 episodes since I saw that sprite. Cool. I've been sitting here this entire time going, when is that going to happen? Love that for me. Okay. Wow. What a thing to stop off on. Like, start the new episode with, okay. And we're just gonna keep moving on. I feel like that, listen. I was so ready to start this episode. I was not expecting that. I feel like that's just a summary of this area in general. Things happen and you just kind of gotta, hey. Alright. Cool. So I'm not going to immediately get out of here, which is good, at the very least. I was worried, I don't know who you are, in the last episode that, it was gonna be like, okay, we go down there and then we can immediately get out, but I think I know who you are now. Oh, I can just walk through your body. Okay. Love that. That was one of the more messed up ones, okay? Enough, okay? You're right, I do want to get off this ride. Oh, okay. Not who I was expecting. How do you do, Kit? I'm lost in the void. Please help me. I hope you're real. It's been a fair few moments since our last visit, has it not? But let us not linger on. I fear you have dallied here far too long as is, Though I do not fault you for it, this is my home rather than yours, okay? Why? So I will handle this place from here. Please. The way forward is yours alone. Okay. I mean, thank you, but I guess it kind of makes sense. The darkness, the void, but okay, interesting selection of people. Unbelievable. It missed everything. Look who it is once again. Hi. Are you yourself, Kit? I hope so. I've just now noticed you're wearing a wig. Please don't be alarmed. It's only me. I recognize this is a somewhat unfortunate visage for you to return to, so allow me. Perhaps you will remember me better this way. If you would be so kind, please pay no mind to my appearance before. Why? It is one of my more, shall we say, esoteric, I don't know how to pronounce that word, headpieces. Perhaps I can explain in time, but for now. Miss Vauclain, have you seen? Not all is lost after all. Not for good. Yeah, I see that. But too much has been. We aren't doing so well, you see. This requires some damage control. Nurse Rejoimus is on the case. I don't promise to have medical qualifications, but I do promise to help as best I can. How so? A male Nurse Joy? Who ever heard of that? Now listen, my dear, we don't discriminate here in the healthcare industry. Besides, no one heard of anything until it was invented, so let us not be too quick to dismiss new developments. The new developments have dismissed themselves. I should have known. This is the only way things go. You certainly can choose to believe that if you're happier doing so, but I suspect you are not. Of course I'm not. No one would be happy knowing that they'll lose everything sooner or later. At least this way we don't get hurt. Au contraire, you are hurt all the same. You're only taking on that pain now as opposed to later. Everything happens so much. What? And with no guarantee when or where later might arrive, you bear an awful lot of wounds in the meantime. Is that truly worth it, I wonder? And what about you? Aren't you upset over losing her? Over both of them? Of course I am. But for better or worse, I am a veteran when it comes to losing hers. One might say I've been bearing an awful lot of wounds through some mean times. Another might say we very often tell others the advice we ourselves need to hear. And yet another might say that it is better to focus on those whom we still have. For instance, saving that girl was rather heroic of you. This pity doesn't suit your triumph. What triumph? I couldn't stop them. Any of them. What's broken can't be fixed. Clearly it can't be replaced either. There's no going back. And yet, Kit has come. Who knows if another yet might. But I believe we're being rude to our new arrival. Kit must be quite confused by now. I will explain. I had been here and there before Luna informed me she had been contacted, okay? She told me that a friend had summoned her to this place. Okay. Where are we going? I thought it curious, so I offered to escort her. That is how we came to be here. Okay. Well, how is it? It's an adventure. An elevator with cut cable frosting and sprinkles of glass all over it. I believe I'll wait for supper. Indeed, one would need to be mad to climb down through this. Please change your hat. So I take it you're going immediately. I just might. Gardevoir? Oh, okay. Luna, too. What are you doing here? How do you do, mother? And that means that person must be. Based on the strange hat, Radimus. Radimus M. Van Hanen, to be precise. My hat resents your words. But I, on the other hand, am honored to make your acquaintance. I have heard much about you, madame. Likewise. Luna, dear, are you unwell? Are you crying? I'm perfectly fine. There's no need to worry about me. I'm just very happy. I'm happy to have you both back. Right. So, Miss Beauclain, what brings you to these remote parts? Parenting. Okay. Well, it seems you've come to the right place. I didn't mean... I suppose so. And now we finally have the whole family together. Yay. What a wonderful but shocking turn of events. Miss Beauclain, would I be right in deducing that this magnificent Gardevoir was the one who directed you to this place? What? Preposterous. You would. The slander. Gardevoir, were you the one who arranged this rendezvous? Why, the audacity to imply such a thing. I could faint on the very spot. Gardevoir. La la la, fainting over here. Thank you. Truly. Madam, I need to find my son. And should he be here, we shall. Do you not think it wise to go together? I know better than to count on others staying. Mother? And even if it be unwise, do you not think it kind? Fine, I understand. I'll go with you all. Fantastic! Sarah joined the party. Although I do not wish to be an inconvenience, I very much appreciate it. What have I gotten myself into now? Something messy. Something wonderful. At least take me out to dinner before that. Damn. Though I suppose you might have a certain amount of charm were it not for the goofy hat. Damn. Now you listen here. I may have set you two up, but don't forget that master belongs to me. Madam, I assure you, were it not for the goofy hats, I would have nothing at all. You don't say. Then I suppose you've got a step over me after all. Mother, please do not say things like that now. I know very well how much loss you felt throughout your life, but unless it can somehow be changed, there is no use in lamenting that which we cannot have in favor for appreciating that which we can. Aren't we losing sight of the situation here? We're only working together. It's not like we're about to be a happy little family forever or something. You could try. It might depend on who you ask. And speaking of working together, just what exactly are you all doing up here? Parenting. I have received a summons to this place from my dear friend Shade. Too much goes on. Why? Of course, I simply had to answer it. We were just assessing the viability of the glass pit of death you see before you as an entrance. Glass pit of death sounds like it's about my speed. Damn, okay. That's not even all glass down there. There's ice, too. Goodness, you can tell from such a height? Oh, please, who do you think I am? More importantly, it hasn't melted yet. Whatever happened here happened recently. The plot thickens. It seems we're even less alone than we thought. If we may be of some service to whomever is responsible for this, let us make haste. I'm sure there must be a less destructively created entrance. Then let's scout out and find that. Right. We can do it, or my name isn't Ash Ketchum. It's not. Who? But Master, your name isn't Ash Ketchum. And even that can't stop us. Come, let's be off. I didn't like that. That reference, it wasn't great. We found an elevator for open use in the building nearby. And so, what? In the building nearby? The one that I went into that had nothing in it? And so we made our way through the factory with little difficulty. I presume thanks in part to you, Kit. Yeah, I solved the puzzle, don't worry. And soon we arrived in this room where we saw me fighting. Okay. Okay. You know what it's time for. Lights, cameras, and drama. Quickly, give them to Volcarona. Give them? Ah. I know what it means now. No. Kith. You should have guessed it was you. Well. Excellent work, Volcarona. Thank you. I suspect that is not quite the Kit we know. Bennett! Oh, Mother! Why did you have to come here, too? For you, your hair. It looks better. It does look better than normal. You're right. I'm aware, Mother. Thank you. Damn. Now please, go. I don't wish for you to get dragged into this. You should have thought of that before you went and joined up with a terrorist organization. Firstly, they're more of a religious organization than a terrorist one. Secondly, I don't approve of everything they do. I'm just doing a few jobs for them until I've paid my dues. You'll be paying your dues for a while yet when we're out of here. Come on, or you're grounded for the next 45 years. Ooh. Make it 50. I'm not coming home. You can't treat me like a child forever, Mother. Depends, I still don't know how old you are exactly. Zero, what are the lights doing? It's just a momentary dip in the power. I, don't think it's anything to worry about. You may not be a child, but are your actions truly becoming of an adult? Okay, so he's 18 and above. My actions? I'm... Sorry, I cannot for a second take you seriously with that ridiculous mask on. Told him it was awful. Not all hats are created equal, but that doesn't mean they deserve any less respect. I can't tell which one he's wearing. The Batman one? Mother, how do you manage to make every new boyfriend weirder than the last? Look at the wrong idea here. Besides, you should already know that Master is vigorously taken. Do you have to phrase it like that? It's been a while, Gardevoir. Not long enough, if you ask me. Damn, Gardevoir. I don't fault you for feeling that way. Please understand that I am no longer the same person you once knew. I would much rather everyone let the past go, but I understand that won't be possible. Especially for you, Luna. I beg your pardon? I offer my sincerest apologies for how I acted before, but you need not accept them. There would be little point in doing so anyway. I disrespected you by treating you as an object before a person. There is no excuse for this. Zero, is the pulse using too much power or something? The energy readings appear to be within acceptable levels. The stupid thing just keeps power cycling for some reason. But, it doesn't seem to have interrupted its hypnosis. Yeah, hypnosis. So please don't worry. We'll continue to analyze it. So don't hesitate if you want us to use Kit to grind them into dust. That man seems mildly unwell. Zero, we only need to subdue them, not do anything drastic. Subdue them? Huh. Okay, Kit, would you be so kind? Zero, that's not... So that's how it is. You have Kit hypnotized. And that hideous pulse back there is the source. Then there's only one thing we must do, is there not? We must defeat Kit in order to free them. They were wise to seize Kit as their defensive line, given that they have bested all of us at some point. But not all of us together. Wait. Master, there was something you wished to do, was there not? What? Please allow me to begin. Okay. Luna, you... Please, be silent. You claim to have changed, and you have chosen your side. If you're genuine in your prior assertions, then do what it is you set out to do for yourself now. You mean that if I truly respect you as a person, I need not take pity on or spare you as an enemy. I love when this game says things and then immediately after another character says it but in a different way. Thank you. I understand. It was never my intention for it to come to this, but so be it. I will cut the ties myself. Kit, defeat Luna. That's a difficult thing for me, but I assume I did it because I had 2 battles. Ah, so this is it. Where I, won. Remember when I said last episode that I thought I was fighting my friends? Nice. I was kind of worried that I was wrong. But this was only the natural outcome. There's no standing up to us anymore. With Kit on our side, we might as well be invincible. Are you so sure of that? After all, my only role here is to soften Kit enough for my parents to overcome. We will triumph as a family. If you will. Don't worry, dear Luna. Even through Kit, there's no way we'll lose to these creeps. Right, Master? I suppose it's our turn after all. Miss Vauclain, may I have the honor of this battle? Last time a man asked me that, he left the arena crying. It's a risk I'm interested in taking right now. Then let's hope you can satisfy. Seriously, Mother? I'm going to be sick here. And this situation is stacked. Can't use these. Oh, okay. And Zero, please actually do something already. It's your cue, Kit. Go get them. Okay. And then nothing ever happened. Okay. Just what is this trainer made of? Providence, I suspect. I see. So in the end, it still hasn't been enough. It performs even better than I expected. Perhaps I've underestimated that woman. And it's all thanks to my pulse. Zero, do not forget that I was the one who did the work. Oh, you're still doing this, okay. But it's okay, you helped a lot too. And just what part of this are you proud of? None of this was necessary. You could have just put them to sleep from the start. Well, this was helpful to test. Don't speak. The only thing that's been tested is your willingness to indulge. I'm sorry, I don't understand. You've just been enjoying puppeting Kit around as an outlet for your frustrations with them. But nothing is gained by battling now, and we'll just put them to rest anyway. But I said to actually do something, not to waste time and jeopardize the Pulse's security in a 1 versus 2 scenario. I will take responsibility for the battle with Luna, but this fight served no other purpose than to stroke your own ego. I just wanted to make sure Kit was fully under control. You wanted to feel that control. I assume because you've lacked autonomy over your own body for so long. Damn, Bennett. Am I wrong? And I read your file. You were just a grunt before joining with those girls, correct? Not an effective one, either. Bennett, come on. He's one of my favorites. Like, top 3 favorite characters. Zell. Leave him alone. They were your only chance to stand out, which is why you cling to them even now. The kind of behavior you've demonstrated today exemplifies your incompetence. You let your emotions get in the way of your outcome. Until you learn to set ambitions aside and truly focus on yourself and your goals, you will never change. Did that missionary teach you that? No, Mother. That man has done little more for me than place me in footsteps my feet are not fit to fill. Okay. Even now, I understand that I cannot hope to fully live up to the title of Elite Four. In realizing this, I learned to step back and take a more serious approach to self-improvement. I believe the results should speak for themselves. What, you dyed your hair a new color? You went from like a more rust, kind of brownish red to more bright red? Congrats. The results don't speak louder than you still sitting on the wrong side of the coin. Is it wrong to return one's debts? The end of a means does not make its meaning end. Are you sure you're not running from your own choices? Zero, this has been dragged on for far too long already. If you truly want to make yourself useful, put them all to sleep already so we can move on. Can't it only do 2 people at once? Got it. You'll all be out of our way for good now. You won't. Gardevoir? You're already injured from that fight. There's no need to push yourself further. They would put Master to sleep. Toss him aside and never let him wake up again. Maybe dispose of him outright after what he did. I'll never ever let that happen, okay? What is she doing? As you may know, Gardevoir are fiercely loyal to their trainers, It is said that they will do anything in their power to protect their trainer, even if it costs them their own life. That's exactly what I was afraid you were going to say. Gardevoir, don't try to stop me. This is what I need to do. For you. Rather than doing something dramatic, though I know you are such a fan of that, let us have faith in the world and our other companions. Who's left? Who can stop Kid? Solaris. I think is the only person I've ever been defeated by and, like, saved. Fern, but I've been doing pretty good recently against him. I feel confident now the next time I have to beat him up. Who else do I have difficulties with? I don't know. You get the point. Who won't just be put to sleep? Gardevoir, please. No, this is the only way. I'll destroy that machine altogether, okay? This is my purpose. This is not your... Yes, it is! To make sure you lived on all those years ago. This is what she asked me to do. Sorry, my eyes just, like, fell on Shelly. Can you imagine just laying face down on the floor while all this happens? I know she's passed out, but... No harm will come to your master, Gardevoir. You have my word, okay? You think we can believe you after everything? He will sleep, and nothing more. When it's over, he will wake. I do not wish to see you hurt either. Liar! After what you've done to Luna and Kit, and what Team Meteor intends to do after this, why is it turning purple? You want to make allowances now? I'll never believe that. This energy. In the most dire of circumstances, it is said that Gardevoir can use all of its power to go so far as even creating a small black hole, okay? That's right. No matter how strong that pulse may be, I can erase it altogether. Zero. I can set this right. And I will. Let Kane go. Seize her before it's too late. On it. Master. Whatever happens. Please remember. Sorry, Kane falling down really made me laugh. I will always love you more than she or anyone else ever could. Zero! You've got it! Are we too late? Her energy is spiraling out of control. Everyone, get out of here! What about Kit and the others? There's no time. Volcarona, go already! Okay. If you have ever walked into a class late, then you will know what it is like. Luna, what? Heads turn, eyes peel. You think of 1,000 things that they did not, but feel them all the same. In that moment, you are the sole star in the sky, and they are trying to sleep. Expectation and anxiety are frequent guests at an otherwise unplanned tea party. And while their sugar sits untouched, the sun is setting far too slowly. I started laughing because I misread that. I didn't even get to the point where I said it out loud, but I saw sugar tits in the corner of my eye and I started laughing. Never soon enough, it will be time for them to go along their way. They will retire for the evening, home to their wives, to their children, children who grow tired, children who grow up asleep. But still, you must peel their eyes. There comes a time in every child's life where they must lay down their teaspoon, pinch the corners of a fabric, and pull the tablecloth right away. Enough, she says, and follows the lights out. When there is only one path, there is only one way to go. And when, in the darkness, the path cannot be seen at all, then you are free. For now, the time has come for me to follow my own infinity. Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father. It has been like a dream. I'm not sure I understood that correctly. Would be fucked up if I did. Anyway, Zell says, no. Why? Why did control, right? Incompetence. This is how it always is. This is always how it was. Best is not good enough. Best is not good enough. Told you why, Zero. What do we do? What to do? Eve, tell me what we should do. Report back to Labradora. If you can hear the fireworks going off in the background, by the way, it's New Year's. Lynn will want to know what's happened. I'll take the bracelets and finish from here. That's right. As long as we have the sapphire bracelets, it's okay. I've forgotten how many they have and how many I have. Do they have all of them? Do I have any still left on me? I don't know. She won't be mad. Will she? Go. Yes. Gardevoir. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Mother, are you alright? Never better. Good. And Luna. Where is Luna? Do you know what happened to Luna? Luna stepped into that black hole on her own. Is this the end you hope to achieve? Shut up. I don't want to hear it from someone who couldn't even control his own Pokemon. Then from whom would you prefer to hear it? Is this the only person you listen to? Don't kid me. He and I used each other, nothing more. I have no respect for his beliefs or his goals, but you enact them all the same, with little alternative. Now that you mention it, I can disappear from here. They will conclude I was lost in the damage. I can break free of this now. Why did it cost Luna and Gardevoir? Thank you. Mother, you may rest assured I will not meddle with this group again. You're still grounded. That's fine, I'm still not coming home. I need to destroy the surveillance footage here. And what about your cohort? He will make a report, correct? I'm a fool. I have to stop him immediately. Please don't kill him. Excuse me. Oh, you're awake now. I'm glad you're safe. Miss Belrose, I am deeply sorry for what has happened. I have heard that these once belonged to your family. Please, take them. Okay. I don't understand. There's no time, I have to hurry. Maybe I could help you? Your confusion is apparent. Listen, it's because of me that you lost your position as a member of the Elite Four. Elias created a false notice of termination, and then we hypnotized you to handwrite a letter of resignation. And then I took over your spot. I'm truly sorry for what has happened, but right now I must go. Does that mean I can't help? You are a deeply concerning person. Let me put it more simply. I've been your enemy. There's no reason for you to help me. I think there is. Do people have to be defined by their flaws and mistakes? Even if we're not defined by them, we cannot just ignore them. I understand that you have done some bad things, but I also understand that you're doing your best to change. If I can be of any help, I would like to. You sound just like her. Ugh. I have 2 sisters, and they aren't particularly spotless either. Nobody is. Still, I've learned that in order to survive, we have to work together, no matter what. Fine. Do whatever you want. There's a somewhat disheveled man in black currently going on foot from here to Labrador. Can you catch him? If we can change the weather, my Pokemon should be able to outspeed anyone. I'll do it. Then I'll destroy the security footage here and meet up with you. And I'll see if I can bring some food. Despite our systems, you must be starving after sleeping so long, okay? We can work out the details with the Elite Four then, okay? That sounds wonderful. Deal. Let's go, quickly. Okay. So much for a happy little family. Luna. Gardevoir. Kane and even Kit, they're all dead. Everyone always disappears. Let us not make a bad situation worse by exercising its extremes. Oh Jesus, that's terrifying. Don't mind me just getting picked up and taken out of the darkness. Unbelievable. You're right, I didn't know that was behind me. Listen, have I been told that he's good? Yes. Do I trust him? Anyway, so that's what happened. Interesting. And here we are. I don't know by what means or madness Shade pulled you back into this world, but it appears you have business that you are not yet permitted to quit. If I may be so bold, how was it on your end that you managed to return? Luna herself showed you the way. Luna did? Then, it seems there are still miracles that defy our understanding. Does that mean she's dead or not? I assume not. Is she gonna get out? Is Kane gonna get out? Will you still hold your wounds close, Miss Beauclain? I don't know what to count on anymore. Maybe nothing. Now, you're getting it. Let us presume to hope she will be back one day. After all, you never know who will stroll through the door next. Ooh, perfect time for somebody else. Let's go. Everyone is always coming and going. And coming right back. Okay. Kit, you made it back. What was that voice I gave her? Not that I doubted Nostra or anything. Where did these kids come from? Oh my god. You okay? What happened? I'm sorry? Oh, what does she look like, Anna? Let's go. Those cracks all over your skin. Do you need help? Okay. On my skin? Am I getting wrinkles again? No, not wrinkles, cracks. See? All over here, and here, and here. Don't worry about it. She always sees things other people don't. That seems safe. It's not always, jeez. But really, what are you doing here? They were sleeping, a floor up and a little bit away from here. This isn't a place for children. Nuh-uh. If this wasn't a place for children, then why would we be here? That's what I'm asking. We're here for him. Yep, Nostra made us sleep so that poor Hypno couldn't. Okay. And then we came to meet him. Hi, cute hat. Have you been crying? What is this conversation? Not anymore. Okay. You really are just like her. Come here. Listen, I know animations-wise, we're very restrained by what we can get in a normal Pokemon game. I'm not sure that's the animation we wanted to go for. Wait, don't tell me you're... there... What, like everyone didn't see that coming? Yeah, I don't really know how I could have come to that conclusion, having just met you and all. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. It is so very, very alright. I'm just happy to see you again. You've both gotten so big. When I last saw you, you were just this tiny. I like the idea of that. And if anyone should be sorry to keep someone waiting, it's me. You both deserved so much more. It's alright. Nostra says this is the only way it could have happened, okay? I do know how that is. So you've still got it. That's a relief. Of course I do. We would never willingly let go of something you gave us. And that Cleffa, too. His name's Nomos. Nomos. Hello, it's nice to meet you. He says hi. Noelle, tell him everything Nomos says, not just the first part. Noelle, you said. And if I heard correctly, you go by Anna. Yep, that's us. Shouldn't you already know that? Those aren't the names that your mother chose for you. Painter. Fantasia. Oh. Didn't know that. Okay. Those are such cool names. She had some flair about her. But when I had to let you go, I purposely withheld your name so there would be no way they could find you. Who's they? Team Meteor. Will you tell us why Team Meteor was after you? It's not a simple story, but I will say it as clearly as I can. Mistakes are lessons waiting to be learned, and some might say I have been very well educated indeed. During one such lesson, a certain person helped me understand that particular objects could be very dangerous in that group's possession. So I did what I had to and stole those particular objects. In order to disguise their origin, I asked a close friend to fashion each of them into jewelry. Jewelry was a passion of his back then, but he was unprepared for the energy those keys held, and one of them broke in half. He was able to recover it, and he did fantastic work with the others. So I gave him one of the finished pieces as thanks, okay? And with the others, I sought out buyers. I wish I could speak, anything. In particular, I searched for strong trainers who would be able to effectively defend the pieces should Meteor try to recover them. And then I got, like, all of them. Caroline and Monty were the first, okay? With 2 gym leaders together, I felt certain they would be safe. They chose the sapphire key to match their eldest daughter's name, alright? Next was Mr. Molinar. He did really well. He chose the ring for his engagement. And the last one I entrusted to the beauty who showed me the light. That was your mother. And so I reinvented myself with a new name, a new personality, and a new history. Kit, I hope you will forgive me for deceiving you. My wealth has never come from my success as a chess player. It came from the sales of those keys, and a few extra digits taken from Meteor's coffers. Damn. I always hoped to be able to fulfill your mother's dream of living in a castle. That's so cool! I do not defend thievery, but I dare say it was a better use of the money than they would have found for it. And for a time, she was happy. I thought it would all end happily. But it turns out happily ever after just means the next story hasn't started yet. Team Meteor learned of what I had done, who I was, and where the keys were. And so it began anew. Your mother was a walking miracle. But, for better or worse, people often outlive their miracles. After her disappearance, I was scared above all else, for both of your safeties. I didn't want any harm to come to you, so I had to make sure you didn't get mixed up with them. And just look how that turned out. It's okay, I know you were just doing your best. Whether it was right or not. Here, you should have this back. Okay? You had it. I was so sad after it was taken. I was so sad that I got sick and almost died of sadness. Oh. Why did you give it to her? It was not one of my better plays, perhaps. I was hoping Team Meteor would never find it if it was with you two, but instead it gave them cause to seek you out. Perhaps sentimentality got the better of me. Whether that was right or wrong. No. I mean, why did you give it to her and not me? Bitch. Why is Anna the one that's always special? Ah. Here. You can keep it. No, that's okay. I don't want it. I just wanted to know. You deserve it more than I do. It's not about deserving it or not, just take it. Anna, I can't even hear Nomos. I never could. I shouldn't hold on to something like that. I know you can't. What? That's okay, you'll understand eventually. If you ever want to hold the pendant instead, just ask me, okay? Okay. So, why'd you give it to Anna? It was your mother's before. I simply thought it would suit her better. But it seems there may be some cause and effect in your similarities after all. Still, I understand that was unfair to you. I hope you can forgive me. It's not like it matters. I don't understand any of you. Sarah, so far this episode, has come out with some great lines of just being consistently confused and over this all. However do you mean? It's been how many years and you all just go on like nothing happened? You act like you all knew the whole time that you would meet here. The future has a funny way of never being how we know it. But we never had to know. All we had to do was decide. The future cannot hold a candle to resolution. Considering something like the law of large numbers, it's only logical this would happen eventually if we kept looking. Plus, we had a little help. You're unbelievable. What? I can totally be believed. Right, Noelle? Sometimes. Noelle! But despite being unbelievable, here you all are. Then that just means you need to change your beliefs. If how you see things isn't an accurate reflection of reality, then why keep looking that way? I like that I'm just here. I'm in the background. I have as much to do with this scene as Shelley does. You're the last person who should be saying that. Or the first. A reflection of reality, huh? In that case, maybe it's better to just put the mirror down. Let there be no reflection at all. And see things however works best for you. Smooth talking runs in the family, doesn't it? They got it from their mother. I don't think that's true. Maybe we all did. Maybe we all have room to learn from them too. It's tough to lose people, but you can just lean on the people still around you. So depend on us now. Hey now, who's the parent here? Oops. But you are, of course, correct. I only lament that I had to say goodbye to Gardevoir and Luna to say hello to you. Not to mention the other boy. You know, that other kid who was in there too. But I'll admit it could have been much worse given the circumstances. Perhaps the only reason the damage was so minimal was because Gardevoir fought to control herself, even through their hypnosis. Loyal to the very end. That's something I'm not used to. Maybe it's time you change that. Excuse us. Good, I'm glad there's more. Who else? Sorry to interrupt, but... You did it! Great job, both of you. Did you open a daycare service while I wasn't looking? Maybe if I also wasn't looking. Okay, everybody. These are my friends, Lumi and Eve. Okay, I had a feeling, but I wasn't 100% sure. I don't know. I have so many questions right now. Hi. I don't remember what Lumi's voice was. Wasn't she like a more higher-pitched, scared one? And then Eve was more lower? I don't know. I'm not doing voices in this episode. We've caused a lot of trouble for you. Please accept my apologies. I believe the man in black who was here before had called out to you. That is correct, if pitiful. It's kind of a long story, but basically we were stuck together with him for a long time. In the same body. I wouldn't recommend the experience. In essence, we've had to work for Team Meteor the entire time. I developed the pulse systems that have been used to create a nearly insurmountable degree of trouble. Oh, thanks for that. Hey, she didn't do it because she wanted to. I agreed to develop machines for Team Meteor only under the condition that Lumi's physical body would be adequately preserved. That both of our bodies would be. You don't need to keep putting yourself aside. I always intended to find a way to restore ourselves to our proper bodies, but working towards that was impossible when we didn't even have the privacy of our own thoughts. I'm happy to be back, but I wish we didn't have to lose that poor Magnazone for it. And full control took a little while to get used to again. It was difficult at first, yes. Thank you again for what you did. Totally. And what exactly was that? Noelle and I switched places with these girls. No, I got that, because y'all were laying in the things that had their names, but how did that work out? Nostra said it would be really important for them to wake up right away. Thanks to that, we were able to help Kit reach this place. Hold on. Crying 15 minutes into the new year because of a video game is a new one for me. Interesting. Anyway. You motherfucker. We hid in and moved through the vents to evade Team Meteor and stole our Pokemon back to help Kit. Thanks for taking good care of Glaceon, Kit. Even though what happened after Kit actually got here could have gone better. Yeah. Don't get us wrong, Kit, we're not trying to fault you. But we knew Zero would try to use Hypno to control you. So we tried to stop it. We tried to cut the system's power as soon as he used it on you, but unfortunately the power supply had an auto-reboot function. I hadn't accounted for this to preempt it, so all we were able to do was power cycle the system. We were hoping if we did it enough, maybe it would make enough holes in the control scheme for Kit to break through. But you saw the result. That's okay, you tried as best as you could. I feel really bad for Kane. He's in there, dead, never gonna be able to return. He never even had a chance to act on his own from the time he came here to when he fell into the black hole. Yeah, but Kit came back, so maybe he can too. Speaking of coming back, it may be prudent for us to quit this place before too long. Would it be alright for us to go with you? Of course. We don't really know who else to turn to get away from Team Meteor. Are you kidding? Not only can you come with us, you have to. I see no reason why not. Everyone will be waiting in Calcedon City. I have some information about Team Meteor that will be of relevance to you all as well, okay? What should we do about this one? Hey there, sleepyhead. Time to wake up. Look at all the friends surrounding you. What happened? Where's Kane? We'll have to explain later. For now, we need to get going. By the way, there was that boy sleeping in one of the elevators still. That sounds like a cozy place. We tried to wake him up after Hypno had been stopped, but he still wouldn't move. Even Glaceon's heal bell wouldn't work. He just went right back to sleep every time. We'll see what we can do. Should worst come to worst, I'll carry him myself. Can you really get him by yourself? All the way to Calcedon? Certainly not. But as long as we have our Pokemon, anything is possible. Don't worry, Daddy, you'll see her again. Nostra said so. Oh, and obviously that means it's going to happen. Did she now? Then I suppose I have no choice but to believe it. Let us be on our way. Kit, you're coming too, right? I guess. Yay, we can all go together. I kinda wished Kane would come out. I thought eventually Kane would come out of there. Y'all, what the hell? That was long. That was just a single long scene, this entire episode. Wow. It was a lot of information I'm gonna have to think about. I cried during that. realizing that Glaceon and Espeon were connected to Eve and Lumi is not even like particularly sad. I just got so emotional that I was like, bye, see ya, I gotta go cry about this now. I really thought that everything that I saw in that little star place was the wildest thing that could have came out of this. What the hell? But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I'm afraid that if I go hang out with everybody, because I assume we're just going back to that place around here. Oh, hey. Where we left Florinia. And I assume that's gonna be a big conversation as Eve and Florinia talk, and maybe we should save that for another episode since we're getting close to an hour here, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be playing Pokemon Reborn again, but I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. So, thank you for watching this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode for some more Pokemon Reborn.